The complete financial plan, saving money, protection, investment. Hello everyone, this is Roan Celis Capistrano of 1 Million Club. In this video, let me guide you on how to build your financial house. Sa dami ng financial advices, paano ka nga ba magsisimula? In this video, let us discuss powerful financial concept that I've learned 5 years ago. This financial concept is called Solid Financial Foundation. Kung susundin natin ang concept na to, umpisahan daw natin sa foundation. First, we should have protection dahil may tatlong risks sa buhay natin. Pwede kang magkasakit, maaksidente, o mamatay. So we should get healthcare and life insurance. Next is we have to eliminate our bad debt. Obviously, pag may utang ka, money is working against you. We have to build our emergency fund and then, pag may excess money na, put them in investment. Para mas maintindihan mo, isa-isahin natin. First, ensure protection in case of illness. If you have short-term healthcare, good for you. Usually, kung employee ka, isa sa benefits na binibigay ng employer ay short-term healthcare. Pwedeng Medicard, MaxiCare, IntelliCare. Pero sabi, save for your long-term healthcare while you are still protected by short-term healthcare from the company that you are working. Aside from short-term healthcare, kailangan din pala natin kumuha ng long-term healthcare. Para pag nag-resign tayo o nag-retire, meron tayong health card na magagamit. 5 years ago, buti nalaman ko ang long-term healthcare. Kasi, kailan ba tayo magkakasakit? Ngayong bata tayo o pang matanda na tayo? Nalaman ko na Kaiser is the only provider of long-term healthcare dito sa Pilipinas. Sabi nga ni J3 Patino, everyone has the typical short-term plans, but no one is preparing them for the future. A time when they will no longer be covered by any company, and a time where medical and hospitalization expenses would most likely be in the millions. This is the need that Kaiser is solving, one family at a time. Marami naman sinasabi, may PhilHealth naman, okay na ako dun. Malaking bagay po pag may PhilHealth ka, kasi sa 200 pesos per month na contribution mo, may health insurance ka na. Pero hindi po sinasagot ng PhilHealth lahat ng hospital expenses. Depende po yan sa tinatawag na case rates. Ito po yung mga sample. Paano kung simpleng magpapacheck up ka lang at magpapalaboratory? Wala po sa listahan ng PhilHealth yan. Pwede ka din naman makalibre sa government hospitals, pero yun kung magtsatsaga kang pumila. Isa sa sikat na government hospital na pinupuntahan ng mga walang pampagamot ay ang PGH. Last year, nagpunta kami doon ng mga co-financial educators ko. Nagbigay kami ng pagkain sa mga cancer patients. Grabe talaga ang sitwasyon. Sama-sama kayo sa isang room. Sabi nga, how comfortable is your healthcare situation after age 60 depends on your decision you make today. I will not discuss the details of Kaiser long-term healthcare here. If you want to know more, check nyo na lang po yung link below. Magbibigay ako sa inyo ng sample. Kung wala ka pang long-term healthcare now, at ang goal mo ay magkaroon ng 1 million health fund in 20 years, ang solution natin, you have to start saving 6,000 a month for 7 years para ma-hit mo yung goal mo. Send me an email at roancelis@gmail.com if you want to request a Kaiser summary of benefits specific for your age and goal. Next is ensure proper protection or yung tinatawag na life insurance. Ang number 1 reason bakit ka kukuha ng insurance ay dahil mahal mo family mo. Protect your family from financial loss. Dahil as a breadwinner, malaking kawalan sa mga dependents natin pag namatay tayo. Lalo na kung maliit pa ang mga anak mo. Ang tanong, how much life insurance is enough? Enough na ba yung 100,000 life insurance coverage? Meron po tayong tinatawag na dime method. Debt, magkano utang mo? Income replacement, as mentioned, number 1 reason bakit ka kukuha ng insurance is for the purpose of protecting your family from financial loss. Dahil insurance is income protection. Ang formula po natin is annual income times 10. So kung monthly income mo is 20,000 times 12 months, your annual income equals 240,000. Times 10, you need 2.4 million insurance coverage. Kung invest ng family mo yung 2.4 million at sabihin natin kumikita ng 10% per year, interest income is 240,000 per year. divided by 12 equals 20,000 passive income. Meaning, yung kinikita mo ngayon na 20,000, kung mamatay ka, kikitain din ng family mo kung may insurance ka. Kaya insurance is called income replacement. Then, kung may mortgage ka o sa Tagalog ay kung may nakasanla kang property, sama mo din sa computation. And lastly, kung may dependent kang anak na magka-college pa, kailangan mo din isama sa computation ang education fund for her. Sa conservative estimate po natin, at least prepare 1 million education fund per child. Kung magkano total niyan, yun ang dapat na insurance coverage mo. If you are an IMG member and a Kaiser plan holder like me, may access ka sa murang life insurance na offer ng PhilAmLife. To know more about IMG, just check the link below. Halimbawa ay may utang kang 100,000. Kung ang sahod mo ay 20,000 a month, you need insurance coverage of 2.4 million. Mortgage o nakasanlamang property ay nasa 500,000. You have one child, so 1 million for education fund. Total, 4 million. You have to get protection or life insurance na may coverage na 4 million. Para may idea ka kung magkano, for example, magka-age tayo, 33 years old ka, nasa 13,820 lang ang premium mo for 1 year na yon. To have 4 million coverage. Nasa 1,152 per month lang yan kung iipunin mo for 1 year. Again, to avail of this very cheap term insurance, requirement na IMG member ka at may Kaiser Savings Program. Third, manage debt. First, your decision is very important when it comes to bad debt. Importante na mag-decide ka na wag nang dagdagan ng bad debt mo at mag-decide ka na bayaran mo ang mga utang mo. Lista mo lahat ng utang mo. Halimbawa, kung 100,000 ang current debt mo, kailan mo gusto ma-zero out yan? Example, in 1 year. So you have to set aside fund from your income of 8,333 per month. Sabi nga, if you can't control your debt, your income will be useless. Dahil pambayad na lang ng utang ang sasahurin mo. At kung di ka makabayad agad, palaki ng palaki ang interest. Fourth is, create emergency fund. Ang emergency, kahit kanina pwedeng mangyari. Kaya kailangan meron kang fund. For example, nagkasunog sa barangay nyo, nadamay ang bahay nyo. Kung wala kang emergency fund, mahirap. Diyan na papasok yung maling solusyon na alam ng karamihan, ang mangutang. Pwede rin naman bigla kang mawala ng trabaho. Napaka-risky ng ganitong sitwasyon lalo na kung OFW ka. Kung wala kang emergency fund, ano ang panggagastos ng pamilya? Saan ka kukuha ng pera pang-apply? Magkano ba dapat ang emergency fund? Have 3 to 6 months emergency fund. Halimbawa, kung ang monthly income mo is 20,000, dapat meron kang at least 60,000 sa savings account mo. Bakit sa savings account? Para makukuha mo agad in case na kailangan mo ng pera. Make sure na hindi mo gagalawin ang emergency fund mo sa ibang dahilan. Miss Roan, may midnight sale mamaya. Pwede bang i-withdraw ko emergency fund ko? Kasi hanggang mamaya na lang yung alas 12. Sayang naman discounts. Of course, mali po yun. Learn to discipline yourself para di mo nagagalaw ang emergency fund sa maling dahilan. Kung may 5,000 ka sa savings account mo ngayon, to raise additional 55,000 for your emergency fund in 1 year, you need to save 4,600 a month. Fifth, investment. Ito na yung bubong ng financial house mo. First part, let's talk about how to prepare for child's college educational fund. According to workshop I've attended last year, tuition fee is about 30% only of total college cost. So kung 100,000 ang tuition fee today, divide by 30%, ang total education expense mo is around 333,333 for 1 year. And hindi lang basta tayo mag-iipon. Dapat i-consider din natin yung factors affecting raising education fund. 3 po yun. Inflation, which is 5% per year, meaning kada taon po tumataas ang tuition fee at bilihin kagaya ng school supplies. Time, consider also the period to save money. Kaya importante na mas maaga natin paghandaan para mas mahaba pa yung time na mag-grow ang money natin. And of course, kung education fund ang pag-uusapan, nagagamitin mo pa after 10 years or 15 years, di po dapat sa savings account lang nakalagay yan. Find investment vehicles that have the potential to grow to outpace inflation. So kung wala ka pang nasimulan o naipon para sa pag-aaral ng anak mo, based sa computation natin na 333,333, lumabas na you need to raise 2.4 million, considering inflation rate of 5% per year. Kaya yung 333,333 ngayon ay nasa around 600,000 per year na ang gastos mo after 10 years or by the time na magka-college na anak mo. Based on wealth calculator, you need to save 10,500 in 10 years to hit your goal of 2.4 million. Assuming your investment is earning 12% per year. Kung sa bank mo lang iniipon ang pera mo, you need to save 20,000 a month to hit your goal of 2.4 million. So malaking bagay talaga na naka-invest ang pera mo. Maximize the time and potential growth of your hard-earned money. The second part of investment, kung kanina you are raising education fund because you love your child, this time let's discuss retirement fund. You have to prepare for your retirement if you love yourself. Ang tanong how much money do you need to retire? Formula is annual income times 20. So if your income is 20,000 a month times 12, your annual income is 240,000 times 20, you need to raise 4.8 million retirement fund. So bakit ganun kalaki? Again, need po natin i-consider ang inflation rate of 5% on the average per year. Sample is kung dati sa 100 pesos mo, 5 kilo ang bigas na nabibili mo, ngayon nasa 2 kilo na lang ang kayang mabili ng 100 pesos mo. Magkano na kaya ang bigas pag retire ka na? So inflation means pagtaas ng bilihin. Assuming you have no savings as of now, you need to save and invest 4,800 per month in 20 years to raise 4.8 million. Kung sa savings account ka lang nag-iipon, you need to save 20,000 per month in 20 years to raise 4.8 million. Again, ang lesson dito, save as early as you can. Don't procrastinate or delay. Find investment vehicles that have the potential to grow to outpace inflation and achieve your purpose. And save if you love yourself, dahil wala namang ibang mag-iipon para sa'yo. To summarize what we have discussed, kung ipa-plot natin sa financial foundation mo, healthcare, 6,000, protection or life insurance, 1,152, debt, 8,333, emergency fund, 4,600, education fund, 10,500, and retirement fund, 4,800. Initially, you need to save 35,385 per month. Malaki, di ba? Nalalakihan tayo kasi di naman talaga natin to ginagawa. Ang mag-compute ng kung magkano ba dapat i-save natin para ma-achieve natin ang financial goals natin. Kaya to build your financial foundation faster, the strategy is to work on your cash flow. Cash flow is not your salary. Cash flow is kung magkano natitira sa income mo after mo mabawas ang expenses mo. You may be earning 30,000 now, pero kung ang expenses mo ay nasa 25,000 a month, cash flow mo is only 5,000 a month. Kaya marami ang may problema sa pera. Kasi akala natin, basta may trabaho ako, okay na ako. Basta ma-regular ako sa trabaho, safe na pamilya ko. Eto kasi madalas sabihin ng parents natin nung nag-aaral pa lang tayo. Pero in reality, kahit dalawa na kayong mag-asawa ang nagtatrabaho, kapos pa rin. Again, the solution is to work on your cash flow. When it comes to your monthly expense, tignan mo baka sa 25,000 na gastos mo kada buwan, pwede naman palang 20,000 lang kung babawasan mo ang lifestyle. At pinaka-importante to increase your cash flow, increase your income. Huwag kang umasa sa salary lang. Find other sources of income. Do part-time business, do part-time job every weekend, or use your spare time wisely. Noong employee ako, nagtitinda ako sa office pag bare months, and I earn extra income. At ang pinakaseryoso kong naging business, yung IMG business ko. I have an 8 to 5 job as an accountant, and after work and weekends, I do IMG business as financial educator. If you want to know more about IMG, please check the link below. To make my story short, today, 4 years na akong walang 8 to 5 job at focus na lang ako sa business. Now, let's go to the last part of this video. Let's discuss the complete financial plan. Lumabas sa computation natin kanina na you need to save 35,385 per month. Sa mga nanonood ngayon ng video, parang OFW lang yata makakagawa nito o yung mga kumikita ng nasa 100,000 a month. Paano naman yung iba na gustong magsimulang i-build ang financial foundation pero maliit pa lang ang kaya sa ngayon? For a starter, Kaiser is our recommended savings program to jumpstart your financial foundation. Dahil ang Kaiser is 3-in-1, may investment, may healthcare, at may life insurance. Investment is in Soldivo Mutual Fund. Sa top corporations po nakalagay ang fund. Healthcare is with Kaiser itself and life insurance is in partnership with PhilAm Life. Again, you may check the link below to know the details of Kaiser. At para po mag-guide kayo sa computation, we have Wealth Calculator in www.1millionclub.com. You may add me in Facebook, Roan Celis Capistrano, and email me at roancelis@gmail.com or roan@1millionclub.com if you want to avail of free one-on-one financial checkup with one of our financial educators. Please subscribe if you like this video. Thank you for watching this video.